When it comes to hard sales data, Microsoft have been a bit shy when it comes to telling us exactly how well the Xbox One has been doing. Of course, they have told us some information, but they haven't gone into the nitty-gritty of the actual sales figures. And now, the analyst and tracking firm SuperData has revealed in a report on the upcoming Nintendo Switch that the Xbox One sales are at an estimated 26 million units worldwide. Now you might wonder, well, why did they mention this in a report about the Switch? Well, basically they were saying that the Switch is going to launch into a market with 55 million units having been sold for the PS4 and 26 million for the Xbox One. Now you may recall that roughly this time last year EA estimated that the overall worldwide total for the Xbox One was 19 million. Now while again we're going off some comments from EA and of course some comments now from SuperData, that's still not a pretty picture we're painting there for the Xbox One in terms of hard console sales. However, SuperData did have more to say regarding the digital multiplayer services for both the PS4 and Xbox One. We have data on the PlayStation Network and of course Xbox Live, and SuperData say that they generated $3 billion in revenues in 2016. And SuperData says, quote, the combined earnings for the subscription service for Sony and Xbox, PlayStation Network and Xbox Live respectively generated around $3 billion in revenues last year and has proven a key component in transitioning consumers to the higher margin side of the business in digital distribution. Total earnings for digital downloads on console last year, including full game downloads and microtransactions, was $7 billion worldwide. And they also went on to note that Nintendo are undoubtedly going to be pushing digital sales on the Switch with these figures in mind. But of course, many of the concerns about the Switch's multiplayer service is that, well, Nintendo's multiplayer services in the past have been, well, a bit rubbish, to be quite honest. They haven't presented at all, really, that they are capable of providing a service worth paying for, should I say. However, of course, they are providing a free trial until the fall, obviously from the launch of the Switch until the fall, which will hopefully restore some confidence in consumers that Nintendo have provided a service that is actually worth their cash. So Nintendo are kind of ahead of the game there by saying, hey, look, you can try it out for free. We know we haven't done the best when it comes to multiplayer, so have a taste, and if you like it, then we will be charging for it. Will they do as well as PSN and Xbox Live? Well, it's tough to say, to be honest, with the NES and SNES games monthly offerings only being literally just for a month, and then after that it goes bye-bye from your account unless you want to buy it. So far, the Switch's multiplayer value proposition is not that brilliant in comparison to the PSN and Xbox Live services. Will they renege on this? Doubtful, but they might, because that's a lot of the discussion around the multiplayer services, the fact that you only get to keep these quote-unquote free games for a month, and after that, bye-bye to them. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on everything discussed here today. What do you think Nintendo have to offer, apart from, a service that actually works properly and isn't a pain to use, to actually make the multiplayer service worth it? I think they should at least match what the PSN and Xbox Live services have been doing, i.e. give a free game a month and let you keep it as long as you're subscribed. I think that is a fairly reasonable request. I'd love to hear your thoughts though, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.